and stuff.
All right. Welcome to the Wayne Q
What are we
podcast for
doing?
9/21/15. I am here with Yoshi and Cross, and I apologize for the delay there, but well, Skype was having some serious issues with it. Yeah.
Yeah, how come you guys have a cool cat and cave guy icon and I'm just some weird generic guy? Isn't that cool?
They can't see that, Cross.
Oh, never mind.
Beat dicks again, Fallout Shelter, going nuclear, and games we've been playing. Is that really the topics?
Yeah.
Well, do you have any topics? Sometimes the topics are nothing, so I think we're actually doing pretty well this time.
Why not have topics completely based around something like your thoughts on a certain console or certain games or genres or stuff like that?
Well, you know, you can bring those topics, I guess. I mean, my thoughts on consoles are I don't use them for anything but Netflix, so that covers that.
Yeah, same here, actually.
I like
So you
jumping
straight
in.
up buy a console like a 360 or PlayStation or whatever for like $300-400 just for Netflix.
Well, it's my girlfriend had a PlayStation 3 and we only use it for Netflix. I mean, she used to play games on it, but we don't anymore. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah,
I spent like $250 a day for mine.
I can like do this. Oh my god, look at this. Now I have it so that it's capturing curse, and now they can see who's talking because of the highlight thing. Oh, it's so great.
But then they can see that I have a horrible picture.
I know, it's just double amazing. So we're gonna put that here.
Damn it.
and then-
I'm gonna have to not pay attention to anything on the podcast so I can fix that.
Yeah. I'm gonna uncheck that though because it takes up way too much. Cole from Die Tonight remembers me. Oh my god, I knew I was famous. Internet famous right here.
You really are. You're the most famous person in the
The
biggest
wrong
event of all of
reason.
Dynamite. For the best reason.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Everyone's here to watch this event. Everyone's here, fucking.
But yeah, but like I
Yeah,
said
those
before, so we had the delay on this podcast starting because Skype has server issues, so nobody can get online for a long period of time, and by nobody I mean like almost nobody. Like Yoshi could get online, but me and Cross have been
Everyone but
reconnecting.
Yeah, from around, I think, 10 p.m. yesterday up to now, the Skype servers were all fucked up and everyone was offline. When you log on, your little symbol where you show your status was reconnecting all the way up until just like a little bit ago.
Well, I just tried it and it still doesn't work for me, so unfortunately we have to do this.
Yeah,
I
and
guess it's just certain people that can get in.
what's good about this is that I can adjust you guys and make you louder or quieter if I need to. It's great for
Yeah, that's what I'm
podcasting.
saying. Curse is so good.
Yeah, I might have to look
I think
into this
it looks
a bit
like
more.
a lot of voice programs
Oh.
have that option, just not Skype for some reason.
Yeah, you would think Skype would invest
Not
in
really. Raid Call doesn't have the option of selecting a person and lowering the volume.
Well, that other one, the two that I've used or tried to use in the past, 10 minutes have both had it. So,
that. Yeah.
Oh, you mean that weird browser thing you guys had that was weird and garbage?
yeah, that actually hit. Well, it was working fine for me in Companion, but it had an individual volume selection. So, and you didn't need to sign
yeah.
up for anything.
And you didn't have to download something.
It was really bad quality though. It sounded like probably 260p sound quality. Like
That's
you know
what
how
Companion said.
muffled it is.
Yeah. But anyway, how have you guys been? How have you been, Yoshi? You haven't been on the podcast for a considerable amount of time. In fact, I need to change
Yeah, I
the
wonder
Skype
why.
picture, the thumbnail for the waiting queue.
I wonder why I haven't been around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's
because you're terrible, yes. And we purposefully block you from being on the podcast. Why are you so
He's already
paranoid?
starting it. He's
You're
already
only on like
he's-
slightly less than everyone but Butkus.
yeah. To be
I
honest,
think Buck is on more than me.
I think
He
he's been
is.
on
That's
more
what I'm
than
just
everybody.
saying. Butkus is on more than you, Douglas, or Relicti at this point. It's just he seems to be around the most.
Yeah. There's one time when he was on
The
for
ironic
3
thing
times in a
is,
row.
You guys are like I'm never on, but yet I'm here with Curse open, Skype open, Steam open, just on all the time.
All right, though, again, I'll say this again from the last time. The one time we tried to get you, you weren't here, and then we had to get Taz from the chat room. So
That turned out pretty
you're
good.
not
though.
always on.
I like that.
It did.
Back
yeah.
to the whole topic thing. I'm doing pretty good. I've been just playing games, recording, and so on.
Cool.
Yeah, you've got what
about you,
Dragon
Gross?
Age Origins going on right now? How just for 30 years you've had that going on?
I want it to end so badly. I'm starting to just say, screw the side quests. I'm going
yeah.
straight to the
You
quest.
should. You seriously, because that's another. Like, I would. That's one of my favorite RPGs ever. But even more so than Earthbound, I would not play that. That game took me so long to beat, and I would want to show all the dialogue and stuff. So it would be like a year or two,
Have you played-
like a year and a half LP.
Have you played Dragon Age Inquisition?
No, I've played the first one and a little bit of the second one, and I couldn't get into it. But I'm probably going to play it just so that I can play the third one and know what the score is.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much skipped the second one because of all the reviews and how much people were bashing on it and saying it's the worst game possible.
Yeah, it's.
But
The stakes are just so much lower. Like, because in the first game, it was you need to save the world because the world might be ending. In the second game, it's like we're homeless. We need to find a place to live.
and then
it's
we've
just
gone
like,
back
what?
to the third one. You save the world.
Yeah, what it should be. Like, whatever.
Yeah, they were being weird on the whole concept of trying to save whatever. But yeah, the series is way too long. I tried to do like from episode 1 to 60. I was going to get out of your fly. I was doing all the side stuff. Every area I went to, I explored it completely. Got all the codex, all the information, even the landmarks, just showing them on the video. And usually that would take me 6 to 7 videos just to clear one area, which would be an hour to 2 hours long in total. And
Yeah,
I just said, screw it. And I'm on episode like 80 something now.
Yeah, that's not so. Like, how long are your episodes?
20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, that.
My
Yeah,
lowest
I'm
is
never
20.
gonna
My
find that
average time is 25 to 26, and my highest is 34.
Yeah.
It'd take me at least a year, and I'm not.
Do you go back and like watch all of your footage to like edit it out?
At times, yes, but like I said, at the beginning, I was just seeing this as just a complete walkthrough, and then by the time I got to a certain point, I'm just like, I can't do this no more. I'm just gonna say screw the side quests, and I did.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. That's the problem. I would have to watch every single minute of footage and go through it. And
Yep. No, I feel ya though. Like with the Payday 2 thing, I go back and watch all that footage. All of the Payday footage that was up on my channel, I've watched it at least one time through to edit it. And good God, the longer that gets, the more time you have to sink into it, which is just interesting. But Cross, how have you been then?
I've been pretty good. Again, my job is weird because there's only work sporadically, and there wasn't work for like 5 days. So because of that, I'm just way behind on work, and I haven't had much time to record. So I'm just glad I had a backlog, and I don't know. I finished all the recording for Rebuild, so that's done. I finished all the recording for Little Inferno, so that's done. So I'm just trying to. I tried to record Banner Saga, and now I'm considering not doing it because it's so hard to read. Because all the names are in freaking Viking or whatever, and they're using pretty elaborate language. Like I never saw the word tithe in
Nordic?
written out before, so I didn't know how to say it.
Nordic speak?
Yeah, it's rough. So I might actually just not use that footage and just cancel the whole Let's Play because it's not like I told anyone I was gonna do it until right now. So, ugh.
Well, now you have to do it. Good
We'll
job spilling the
Chris,
beans,
I got-
Cross.
Chris, I got a question for you.
Mhm.
In a Let's Play, have you ever went through the process of doing something and recording it and not liking decisions and just of raising the recording and just going back a save state just to go down a different decision?
Yes, I think so. Well, I'm
Because
trying to think.
I did that last night.
Not
for the
when I've
first time.
played blind, but you know.
I did that last night. I felt
Fair.
bad afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, usually I'm honest about it. So, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yes, the entire rebuild series pretty much has been a backlog, and pretty much my entire channel is a backlog because that's the only way I'm able to release things every day. So, you know, it's very rare that it's like record hear comments like, yeah. So, yeah, everything's backlogged, pretty much.
I'm backlogged too. Like,
That's the only way to, like, unless you have absolutely like completely large amounts of free time, which I used to have. You have to backlog if you're going to release a video every single day. But I
Also
have
good
things
at
I need to do.
announcement.
Yeah, you know, see, the thing I don't
So-
like about backlogging currently with Payday 2, everything that I talk about is apparently to do with Payday 2, which is just amazing. But the thing about Payday 2 is that every, like, 2 weeks they release a new pack of content, whether it be a $5 DLC, a new character, a new free mission, something like that, that I want to make a video on, like, as soon as possible. Then, due to my, like, upload schedule, one new video on Payday every 4 days, that can, if I backlog it, it can take quite a while to get that new content out there, if you know what I'm talking about, so
Oh yeah.
I can't backlog on that series.
Yeah, and
But yeah, no,
it
backlogging
is a bit
great.
unfortunate because I think it's unequivocally true that if you don't backlog things and people are commenting on your videos and then you comment on the comments, the series is generally better and more interactive and goes in directions that it wouldn't normally go. But
Yeah.
it's not. I just don't have the. I can't.
The thing about my side is I would love to do that, but the problem is I can't I can't do continuous uploads every day so easily because my upload speed is the crappiest ever. It would take a gigabyte video about 5 to 7 hours to upload.
Oh, I feel
Ugh.
ya. That's pretty much how mine is, too.
Horrible. Fair enough.
It sucks. So I need a backlog as much as possible and just upload everything throughout the night and then just throughout the day, just public. Public.
Yep.
Sucks.
But how are you doing, Companion Cube?
Oh, I've been fine. Thank you for asking, Cross. So tomorrow my mother is going to go into knee surgery, so I might have some sort of delay on recording stuff when I'm trying to look after her, make sure she doesn't get a knee aneurysm or something like that, I don't know. But her knee has been pretty shitty lately. Other than that, I've been just trying to edit out Payday. I put up that one Payday video of Payday the Heist, the original Payday, with you and Buttkiss in it, and that had quite a good reception, so I'm glad about that. I was worried people would be like, more Payday? Table flip. They were like,
Wait,
more Payday.
The one from the meat factory?
Yes, the Meat Factory one.
I still haven't edited. Most of my footage is me being lost and standing in smoke in boxes.
I want to see that
really
so bad, Cross.
While I'm editing it, I'll get to it eventually.
Alright, sweet.
And I'm editing it pretty heavily because sometimes I'm not doing anything.
Man,
I don't know what's happening, and I'm scared and alone.
the bad thing about this curse thing is that there seems to be a considerable amount of echo compared to Skype.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Echo,
because...
what?
Yeah. I mean, not echo, sorry, delay.
What do you mean?
Yes, like, yeah.
Well, not really delay. It's just, I guess.
Oh, really, Yoshi? Because when I say bang, you say explosion. Bang.
Huh?
Well, that assuming was your version of explosion. That was like a 2.5 second delay, so.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was indeed... Thank you, Neuro, I appreciate
it's
it.
better than nothing.
It's Pepe the Frog,
man,
is that seriously a
blame Skype.
Twitch thing? Oh my god.
And it's not the router. Like I said, the internet around here sucks. My download
Yeah.
speed's 260 kilobytes.
Yeah, no...
Oh my god.
It
How
sucks,
do you even play
man.
games?
I get playing League with the servers like transferred now more to the east. I am getting 74 ping. Right now in this call, I am getting 55 ms. Like if I played the stream right now, this call will lag for me.
Yeah. You've got to devote like your internet to
when I
one
downloaded
thing.
Payday to play with Companion and Buttkiss, I downloaded it at 4 megabytes, which is the fastest I've ever downloaded anything. So,
Give me that.
well,
Like,
you're
so
living in the wrong place, man.
Yeah, that's actually
I
the,
am actually. Like, my friend, he lives 10 minutes away from me, and he's getting like 40 megabyte download speed. I'm just like suffering with the kilobytes.
Probably paying like $80 for that.
Yeah.
We're paying a phone deal of like 100 and something for phone and internet. Sucks.
It's that badass pull because that's
But, yeah.
just how terrible most of the internet companies in the US are at this point. You can either go with Comcast, which everybody has, and they dick over most people. You can go with like Time Warner Cable, which they're just like
AT&T.
Comcast, but so much worse. Yeah, AT&T as well. There's just a lot of shitty monopolized internet companies out there. If only I lived in like the East or Korea. What?
I'm not actually sure who we have, but to be fair, my original internet was Time Warner, and I didn't really have any problem with it.
Oh God.
So.
Maybe it's just like an area thing. If you live in like a bigger city, maybe it's shittier because more people are using it.
It pretty much is, because back when I was in the customer support for AT&T Ubers, people called in a lot, and a lot of the people just complained because of the internet speed, but there was areas where people just called in happy as like I really can't say anything. Like, I was gonna say fuck, but I was trying to say a different word to get myself away from swearing, but I don't know what to put in there. But
Words aren't inherently bad, Yoshi. It's how you use them, and when you use them, and who you use them.
I'm sorry, I felt like
It's
shit.
okay. You can swear. I'm just saying.
But they were happy as fuck. They were like, I want to upgrade. I'm just like, all right, click, click. They were like having a blast, but there was like certain areas in Texas and all that places were just shittiest internet, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, there are people in this country that still have dial-up. That blows my freaking mind. Like, I don't even understand.
Pretty sure the government funded a lot of the big internet companies to like install fiber cable, but they didn't. So I don't know what happened there.
Well, like, Google is trying to make an internet thing. Like, they're going to have their own Google. They're having trouble doing it. Google is having trouble laying down the wire. Like, if they can't do it, it's not a very easy prospect.
I think they're having trouble laying down the wire because internet companies that are already in the big cities are dicking them over.
They shouldn't be
Why
able
not
to. Like, that's so against capitalism that they're able to do that.
Oh yeah,
I got
it
a
is.
question for the wire hookups to your building. Is it going along telephone line, or like how's
Me?
it set up where you are?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's going through the
no
telephone line, yes.
Because there's actually some areas where they actually have it installed underground along the road.
Yeah. Yeah, I know
That
what
goes
you're talking
straight to
about.
the building.
Through like
Which I don't understand. Like, how is it not that hard to just start digging up the ground and just put the wiring along the way?
Well, that's a huge construction project to dig up roads and put down wires. Like, that's gigantic. You have to get contractors.
Well, not really. It's a lot better than like ripping down the power lines and taking a few hours just to install another wood like a wooden pole, which is gonna rot in another 20 years and repeat that again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Also,
for the
there's
most part it doesn't, like, I'm not sure it does use, like, the fiber thing they're talking about, that's not phone lines, that's new stuff.
yeah, that's
Like,
like
phone lines
entirely
are
new
mainly,
lines installed into cities and stuff.
Yeah. But alright,
I want
we've talked
Google
about internet
Fiber.
for 20 minutes. Do you want to,
It's a big problem! Table flip. But no, we can move on to the first topic here if you want.
There was 20 minutes, but, it's been 20 minutes.
Table
Yeah,
flip.
So the first topic, Nintendo are being dicks again. I think one person in the chat
When aren't
mentioned
they
this
being
already.
dicks?
And yeah, that is very true. So as we all know, Nintendo has already dicked over YouTubers by issuing content ID claims where they monetize videos on their games. Like if I uploaded a video on a Nintendo game, they would probably claim it and take monetization rights for it and like make money off of it. So they went one step further here, or not one, well, they kind of went a little bit further here. But they decided to take down a shit ton of videos on YouTube that were about speed running and ROM hacks from Super Mario World. You know, people would like hack into the game files and make new levels. Have you guys heard of ROM hacking and speed running?
Yeah, it's basically people go into the game and change levels, and then you can make your own game essentially using the Super Mario assets. And that has been a thing since like the 90s, I think. Like it's been around a very long time, and there's a lot of original like really old YouTube videos that involved it.
Yep. And
So.
one of the biggest ones, I think probably the most popular one, the hardest level it's called, in Super Mario World, was taken down by Nintendo on the same day that Mario Maker was released.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Kaizo World.
So
I'm terrified to go near any Nintendo products right now or do Let's Plays on. I'm surprised, Cross. I'm surprised you're not getting flagged for your Earthbound.
Oh, well, not Earthbound, because Earthbound's like a weird property by then, and the thing is they're flagging it by music most of the time. So my Yoshi's Island Let's Play has gotten roughly 20 copyright ID matches on it. And so I've just been removing the music. Unfortunately, I was using a different editing program back then where like all the sound layers were just mashed together. So there's a utility that can remove music from your videos and keep your voice. It does not work on that Let's Play. So any place where it's muted, I think you can't hear me either. So most of my videos aren't even really watchable on that Let's Play anymore.
Yep,
It sucks.
that from any of my videos too.
Should have downloaded them or something.
But no, I've gotten so many.
Yep. Yeah, Nintendo are really big dicks, and this whole issue, I'd say, got swept under the rug mostly because Mario Maker got out, and then they released like the new Pokemon augmented reality game with the smartphones, like that's coming out. So I don't think many people really found out about it. But yeah, no,
That's coming out next year.
That's a really dicky thing to do, especially because I'm pretty sure they did this because they released Mario Maker, where you can make your own levels in Mario and like play them and stuff. And they're like, oh no, it's gonna steal from our profits because they're absolutely stupid and they don't know how that works. They don't know how their biggest fan base who makes those games. Do they really think that they wouldn't buy Mario Maker just because they have ROM hacking? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's going to be like, basically, this is the thing we've been doing for years, and now you've made it easier for us to do. I mean, those are probably the people who would be the biggest proponents of it.
And they've added more stuff in there, made it easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
ridiculous. Nintendo is run by a bunch of old dinosaurs that are completely out of touch and have no idea what the hell is happening. And it's completely ridiculous because they seem to be like one of the only companies. I mean, it's a Japan thing in general, but like they seem to be the only companies that are this aggressive about it. And I think it's hurting them, and I hope it's hurting them. So,
it is hurting them.
I can't think of any other reason why they would do this.
Yeah.
The whole fact of them not allowing us to do any Let's Plays on their games, any actual free advertisement for their stuff, and they just copyright or just flag our channels straight out. It just kills us. They're killing their they
aren't flagging channels.
Noticed.
Don't say that. They aren't flagging channels.
Well,
they're taking the monetization from them.
Oh, so they're not sending flags. I thought they were sending flags.
No, they aren't.
Yeah,
like you said, they were taking.
Oh, they're taking videos down, but I don't think they're taking channels down. Like they're just removing videos from YouTube about speedrunning and ROM hacks.
Okay, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure if your video gets removed from YouTube, you get a strike.
But I've seen one of the bigger ones that had countless videos taken down about his levels and ROM hacks is still up, but his videos were just gone.
Okay, so that can't be that then.
Yeah.
Huh.
Can
Yeah,
I
no.
ask something, Cross and Key? Did you watch SpongeBob at all when it was
No,
out?
At
I
night.
was too old.
Okay, Cube, you know the scene where SpongeBob and Patrick is out in the middle of the wilderness and
The
SpongeBob
conch.
is with the candy, last bit of food?
Oh,
No,
never
no,
mind.
no, no. With a piece of candy. He's just like licking the candy bar and just like numbing on it and just grinding along his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, SpongeBob is the YouTubers trying to get a little tiny bit of money, and Patrick, the big fat ass there, is Nintendo. They're just like, you ate my only last bit of food. And they're just like overweight.
Oh, I see what
I
you
have
mean.
a feeling that would make more sense if I had seen.
Yeah, if you've
the
actually seen the scene itself, then yeah, I think that would make more sense. But what Yoshi is trying to say is that they already have like, it's a drop in the ocean with all this money that they're getting. It's like nothing to them. You can't let people just do videos on YouTube and not claim the ad revenue. You gotta dip in there and be like, hey, how's it going? I mean, you do have an alternate option to partner your entire channel with Nintendo, so you can do Nintendo videos.
But that like how does that even work if you're also doing non-Nintendo videos? Like that's
Yeah,
what
I
I
know.
really don't understand.
It's really convoluted, and
I don't
imagine
think
if
you'll be allowed.
well, I think you
Yeah,
might
and
be
are
able
you
to be
allowed to like disparage Nintendo then? Do you then work for Nintendo and you can't say your honest opinion about Nintendo games? Do they have the right to take down your videos if they don't like them? Like,
Yeah, I think when you wanted to become official Nintendo channel, you needed to go through a process of sending your video to them, in which they then allow you to upload it completely or approve it on your channel. I think that's how they had it set up, or is set up. I don't know.
Yeah.
but yeah, Earthbound is going to be my last Nintendo title, which sucks. Like I was actually thinking about doing the Donkey Kong for Game Boy because that's one of my favorite games. It's this really cool puzzle game. It's the first time where they introduced Mario being able to do backflips.
Huh.
So, but I'm not gonna do that. So.
Yeah, no, that's
Yes,
Nintendo's
that's
actively just trying to kill their entire YouTube spotlight that they had going on for a while there. They'd get so much more coverage if they just let people diddle around on their games and
Right.
stuff.
I never started my Pokemon Let's Play on my channel, and I've been getting ready
Good.
for it too. I've been getting money to get capture card and shit like that. And I was like pumped for it. And I can't do it now.
Don't do it.
It sucks so much.
Oh shit! You have to send your video. That you can't really see that on the stream chat thing, but
That's what Yoshi was saying.
Larnexia said that Nintendo requires you to send it to them for proofing before you're allowed to upload it. That is ridiculous, man.
I knew it. I told you. It's bull.
God.
Like you can't. There's no win-win for us Let's Players. It sucks.
That does. All right.
Yeah, there was a game theory video about Wii U failing mainly because of their attacks on Let's Players, or rather that it was a factor. And again, I hope that's true, because screw it. Like, you evolve or you die. That's just for life and for business models. Like, they're not taking advantage of this medium. They're actively fighting against it, and it's probably hurting them, because, you know, a lot of kids don't go to, like, IGN and, like, GameSpot to find their reviews anymore. They look at actual gameplay footage from Let's Players, and they're just like, pfft. So... whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't they get a new president for Nintendo just recently?
I don't know.
I think the president died, didn't he?
Like, yeah. I think someone new and younger is applied to the president.
Well, that'd be good.
Is that in Nintendo of Japan though? Because I mean, even that, it might still just not affect it at all. He might still be stuck in the old
and
ways.
we should mention.
Don't know.
We should mention that when we're talking about Nintendo, we are just talking about Nintendo of Japan, because Nintendo, like the U.S. brands, has no problem with Let's Playing, which is why there's a weird situation where the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing, and Nintendo of America was encouraging people to make these videos, and then Nintendo of Japan claimed them. So, like, it's not good.
Yep.
It's conflict between the company itself, and then it's backlashing onto its viewers and customers. Sucks.
Yes, sir. It's only hurting.
Nintendo's-
Basically, it's just a giant middle finger to the consumer, especially with this latest thing. They're pissing on the heads of their most loyal fan base, and it would suck if I just put so much hard work into ROM hacking just to get a big middle finger in my face with them taking down my my video on YouTube. But that's just the way it's going here, and eventually Nintendo will have to come around, or they'll just lose all internet presence. But I don't know.
Do you know
Is
what
there
my
anything
last
else you
Nintendo
guys?
console was?
Hmm?
My last Nintendo console was Nintendo GameCube. I have never touched a Wii because of what's been going on.
Well, even the Wii, like it, I don't know. I bought one
Wii.
around the time it first came out. I asked my mother, like, "Can you buy me a Wii? It's so cool. It's got motion controls," and it's the biggest mistake I ever bought with a console. I didn't buy a single game for it. Not one.
It's like
Crap.
back in the day. It's like back in the 90s or so. You buy the Atari Jaguar. It's just like, it's cool. It has 32 bits. It's just complete shit.
Okay, so just an update on the Nintendo president. The Nintendo president that was the third president died in 2013 at the age of 85. Then the fourth president who took over for him died 3 months ago at the age of 55, which is crazy. So
What
now I'm
were
not
their
even sure who the
names?
president is, but they've lost 2 presidents in 2 years. So
Assassinations! Assassinations!
something. Jeez. All right, so now this is the new president. How old? No, he's 65. So no, they don't. Yes, they do have a younger president. He's 20 years younger at the age of 65. So I don't think
That's
there's a lot
2
of
points
hope.
for me. I was right. I'm on a roll.
I'm sure he's just as out of touch as the other
Kraus.
presidents have been.
Oh yeah, man. Anyone in Japan is fucked.
Well, no, Japan is completely unaffected by any of this. That's the thing. It's really just the Let's Playing market over here. Like, whatever. I don't.
Yep.
I'll just.
Hey man, within the next few years, it might change, and Nintendo might then be like, "Oh, I'm sorry of all the problems and misery we sent you through. Here, let's actually be reasonable, like how Microsoft and Sony is."
Yeah, just like with Shining Force, huh? They'll apologize. Sega will apologize for that shit too. That's not gonna happen, dude. They're not gonna admit any
Yeah.
wrongdoing because they don't have to.
Yeah, because technically they are allowed to do what they're doing. It's just why? Why?
I'm just waiting till like one of these things goes to a big court, and then we have precedent for if we win. But if we lose, that's not good at all.
I feel like the only way that's going to happen if like a millionaire starts Let's Playing for fun, and then instead of just letting it go because they're a millionaire, it actually goes to court.
Yep.
And I just don't see it happening.
I think Angry Joe said he was going to take people to court, but that never happened. So I don't know what's going on.
That
about
was like
that.
a year and a half ago, and we have heard nothing.
Yeah. Well, then again, like even YouTube's system for copyright is terrible and working against the consumer as well. Although we talked about Nintendo and copyright last podcast, so I don't know if we want to get into that again.
No, fair enough. But did we talk about the YouTube streaming and why that was bad because of the content ID? I can't remember.
I don't
Probably
think
did.
YouTube gaming happened before last podcast.
Oh,
It-
I
it-
swear I remember talking
When was
about
the
it
last podcast, anyways?
2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was around that time, either before it a few days or after it a few days. I remember it popping up.
Well, all right. Just in case we did talk about it, the main thing is the difference between Twitch and YouTube streaming is that Twitch, if there's a copyright ID, the log will be muted, like the sound will be muted if there's like copyrighted music. If there's a copyright ID during a stream on YouTube, the live stream will immediately be muted, and you could possibly get a strike,
Yep.
and it could
Just
shut down the
instantly.
stream while it's happening. So
That's insane.
no one's gonna use it.
Even like the chat system
Yeah,
is
they're
just
terrible.
worse than Twitch.
Mhm.
But hopefully it comes up
Yeah,
and
guess
I don't.
YouTube's streaming gets better, and then it can compete with Twitch, and then one of them will have to make their service even better. But Twitch has like such an ingrained following for people who watch gaming stuff, so it's probably not going to go
Twitch
anywhere.
does have that. Twitch
And
is. I think Twitch is probably either the first or second biggest thing on the internet right now, with YouTube being in the opposite spot.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they're.
and it's kind of sad because it would be really convenient for me if I was able to stream and it just popped up and all my subscribers could just click on it and it instantly was there. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah, it shows
like,
up just
trailer's
like a
cool,
new
but
video.
actually just to see exactly what I'm doing. Like,
Just like a new video,
Yeah.
except it says live now and has just a giant red circle. But if you're playing a game, you don't want to risk getting struck just because you have like a little bit of music on there, and they don't like that.
yeah, like I feel like Bioshocky. Like I've gotten a few. These claims are so weird that I'm getting. By the way, again, like the Yoshi's Island stuff. Those videos have been up for almost 5 years, and now I'm getting claims on them randomly. Not even all of them at once, just randomly.
No,
And
I'm
I got some
wondering if
random
that's
ones on
because of
some
your
Bioshock
partners.
music, which I swear is not copyrightable because it's from the 50s. But
Could
I
that be
don't even
because
know
you're
what's happening
partnered
anymore.
with? Could that be because you're partnered
is
with a
copyrighted.
multi-channel network?
I don't know. Maybe.
Like, there's a Fallout 3, the music off of the radios,
Mhm.
they're like from the 40s and 50s, and they get copyrighted too.
I don't
I
think
know, but that
there's.
doesn't make any sense. Like, it's supposed to be public domain. Like, some idiot claimed it, and now they're just taking all the money from it because there's nothing to stop them.
Man,
I'm
this
scared.
echo
Whenever
is.
I get a copyright, I'm just like terrified of like finding out like is it real or fake.
Well, I don't leave any of them. The only one that I've disputed though, instead of using the remove utility, is for Final Fantasy VII, where the only music was generators in the background going wow wow wow, and the rest was me talking over it. And so I disputed that one, and it disappeared immediately. But
Oh my god, that wall
Maybe
of
there's
text.
maybe there's a song on YouTube just going wow.
yeah, this person's saying that YouTube streaming is being used. I know that like Brutal Moose actually has been streaming quite a bit, but he's the only one in my subscriptions that I've seen stream with YouTube.
All right, well, hopefully it gets picked
So-
up more. That should be good. And yes, I am Brown Puppy. That should look pretty good. And also, to answer your question earlier, Brown Puppy, about if there's any more Killing Floor 2 videos gonna come up, almost certainly. But I'm waiting till that game gets more updated, because I do enjoy the newest update, but, you know, that only added 2 new professions and like 2 maps or something like that. But I did record
So
some of
look
that
forward
and sitting
to
on the
a
footage.
video in 8 months.
Yeah, what was it, like
Pick up
4
Killing
months
Floor 2
for them
you
to
guys.
4 months for them to get it going? I don't know.
I will buy the game in 2 years when it has plenty of updates.
And is Skype working?
Pretty much.
I think Skype might be working. Is it working for you, Cross?
Oh, I would have to check.
You should
But,
check, because I'd love to
you
switch
know.
over to that, because this delay is just absolutely killing me.
There's like no delay to
Honestly.
me. That's weird.
Yeah.
The delay can be pretty bad on Skype sometimes too, though. But let's see.
Yeah, but I haven't had like any issues with Skype before. What else do we have to talk about? Oh, while we're doing this, and you mentioned like YouTube, when we're still on the topic of YouTube, did you guys hear that Relic got a partnership for his channel? Like the person that's on this podcast sometimes, Relic Ty, one of the original hosters. He partnered up his channel,
Skype is working.
and
Who do they partner with?
Skype is working.
okay, can we switch over that, please? We're gonna have an intermission here real
Yeah,
quick.
go ahead. Set up.
I apologize
call.
for this, guys, and we will be right back.
Victory.
Yes, victory. Oh,
right.
God, thank Christ.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Here, let's do a test, Yoshi. I'm gonna say
Okay, yeah.
balls, and you say catch. Balls.
Ah!
It's better.
Even like the audio quality sounds better. I love that.
No.
It differs to me. I like Skype, and I also like Curse. But back to Relic getting his partnership. Who did he partner under?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because
I think
me and Crust is
asked
under
me
Maker.
Yeah, he asked me a question, and I think it's someone who's associated with Social Blade, but isn't our network, which is actually confusing because I didn't know Social Blade had multiple ises.
So that means that we could go on Social Blade here and look him up and find out which one it is.
That's true. No, assuming it's been
Social
updated, yeah.
Relic tie. Here we go. Let's see here.
Also, I'd actually say, for me, the audio quality was actually a little bit better on Cursed, which surprises me.
It says Broadband TV Network.
Broadband TV Network. What the fuck?
That's not what he told me his thing was. That's
No, I think
ash.
that's a subsidiary of Broadband TV Network.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cube is just so loud to me. Jeez.
I'm sorry, it's just... Oh my god, the delay is gone. Why did Skype not work for like half the podcast? It ruined half the fucking podcast.
No,
Well, we talked over each other a little bit more than normal, but...
yes, I have heard of Shantae and the Pirate of the Curse, and there's a song in that game that is stuck in my head. But if you want, search up the song name Run Run Body Wash. Please, just watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt there.
Oh, that was a question in the chat. Okay, I was like, why is he just randomly saying that?
Random neural dysfunction.
Yeah, just random. So Cross, if you want to talk about Fallout Shelter going nuclear.
Okay. So last time I mentioned that the Android version of Fallout Shelter had a fatal glitch that deletes your save file, including premium content that you may have purchased with actual money. So I don't have any updates on that. I just wanted to mention again because I only played it for less than a day and I didn't get my fill, and I started playing it again, and I've been playing it like crazily, obsessively, and which bothers me because it's not a very good game.
Nope.
It's not.
But I felt like I should mention it just because, you know, I am enjoying it. I just know there's an endpoint because there's already not too much that you can do in it. I have so many, like, I have like 70 survivors now. Like, I can't remember who the hell they are. I wish there was like a family tree system because I don't even remember who's like related to who. It seems like there's only like 4 or 5 main families in my entire thing. You know, I don't know. I just feel like there's certain things that can make it so much better, I think, but it's just a really simple game that's somehow really addictive. And I don't know, I just want to mention it again just because I feel like after like dismissing it last week, I should at least mention a game that I've spent like probably an embarrassing amount of hours playing this last week.
Yeah, no, it is interesting, especially when you're sitting there grinding for those fucking lunch boxes, because you get like objectives that you can complete randomly, like from a certain list of I think 100 or so objectives, and like 5 of them give you lunch boxes if you complete them. So
yeah,
you got to grind for those, and they're rewarded randomly. It's something to go for, and plus you can send people out into the wasteland, collect shit, and get them back into your spot. But yeah, I got to the end point basically. I'm sorry, what'd you have to say?
I'm so impatient right now. You guys are talking about Fallout Shelter, and I'm just excited for Fallout 4.
Oh, yeah, Fallout 4. But no, I reached like the end point of Fallout Shelter already, Cross, because I was playing it a while ago. I think from the day that they released it on Android, I was like, oh my god, Fallout stuff, yes!
Yeah.
And like right before buying the newest room, I was just like, I don't care. I'm gonna get the newest room, and then what? I'll just have the newest room and still not care. It's
Yeah, and I'm already getting to that point after a week. There's no reason to pay for the premium content, as far as I'm concerned. The threats don't escalate past a certain point. The biggest threat you have are these things called death claws that'll come and just ravage through your base. But they do it in such a stupidly predictable pattern. They go to the first room, then they go right, then they go right, then they go back left, then they go down your elevator, then they go left, then they go right. So you just put your strongest guys in the first 3 rooms, you're going to kill them all.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy to set
Same
that
thing
up.
with the Raiders.
Exactly the same thing with the Raiders, except the Raiders are so weak, now they don't get past my second room. And it's just... I don't know. I know I'm going to be done with it pretty soon, but I'm enjoying it right now, you know? I kind of wish there was more, like, interactions or things that could happen. I wish you could maybe customize the different survivors a little bit more. Like, I made myself as one of the survivors, and then immediately someone was born with, like, a ponytail and a goatee, and I was like, no! It would have been perfect, but it was already too late. And
You can change names, Cross. You can always change names.
I could, yeah, but then I wouldn't be the real me. I'd just be faking it. I already decided that other character was me.
Yep. You got to role-play in a game where you just have 2D people walking around.
You do, because otherwise you're going to get bored.
They fail at, like, every single goddamn mission you put them on. I hate it.
Yes, you have a 90% chance of passing the fail. I'll screw you.
It's bullshit.
But,
It's different than what they show up on the screen. I swear to God it is.
I'm glad you're saying that, because I'm telling you, there's no way in hell. Like, 18% failure rate. Just so many times I've failed, it's insane. But it's actually making me maybe want to play Fallout 3 again.
You should.
I might go
I've been
back to
playing
it. It's pushing me.
Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas like crazy the past few weeks.
Cool. The plan was to always beat Fallout 3 and then get New Vegas, but I didn't get very far in Fallout 3 because I just got side quested to death, and I got too distracted and eventually lost interest.
Yeah. I don't know, Fallout 3
If
is
I
a
was
pretty
you,
good game.
just do the main quest and then the main quest of each DLC. That's it.
I don't know, I'd consider playing the side stories. Like, get into the world and play through it. Because you'll be missing so much. Like, the main quest, in my opinion, is pretty generically written. Like, I'm not gonna say anything about it specifically, but, like, you know, the main stuff is in the side quests.
The thing I got stuck at in the main quest, and this happens so far in the beginning of the game, is that that radio guy tells me to, like, fix a transponder thing, like, way far away, and I'm just like, I don't want to. And as I was walking there, just people are just like, do this, do that, do this, do that. I'm like, okay, I don't want to backtrack, so I guess I might as well do this and that. And then I just never got anywhere.
I'll get there one day. I'll get there one day.
You're like Gary.
And then I never did. I'm just a skeleton in the waste now.
No, you do all that work, like 4 or 5 hours of just side questing. You look back, you're only 20 feet from the radio tower.
Yup. My poor albino black man that just looks like a weird vampire because I couldn't get the skin tone right. He really looks he looks extremely weird. They don't have the skin tone options that I wanted.
Albino black sheep.
Pretty much.
What a great website. So
Well, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. You know. Yeah.
has your world
Check
exploded?
it out. Just don't spend any money on it unless you really, really want to. Fallout Shelter.
Well, I was really close to spending money on those Waldworth guys, or what are they called? I don't remember what they're called. Robots.
Oh yeah, the Mr. Fix-Its or whatever.
Yeah, because Mr. Handies, that's what they're called.
Yes.
And because they like collect your materials, and I'm like, then I don't have to come on here and not play the game. Then I don't have to play the game, and I'm like, wait.
Okay, here's the other problem. I haven't been anywhere close to being running out of power, food, or water since I started my new vault, since I set it up correctly. Like, not even slightly close. The only time I even see a decrease in my resources are when Deathclaws attack. And then I just get them back in like 2 minutes anyway.
You can set it up so that rooms merge into 3. Like 3 big? Yeah, you know about that, good. Because I didn't know about that until I had like my vault halfway through.
Yeah.
But once you start getting like the tier 2 rooms, like tier 2 water and food, that's when like things started to get out of control in my vault for some reason. I thought I accounted for that, but I guess I didn't. I don't know what the hell happened there, but...
What is this Gary thing? I was reading it. People just kept on mentioning it as if I was supposed to know what they were talking about.
Gary.
Why Gary?
What?
Just play Fallout 3, Cross. You'll,
Alright, fair enough.
You'll know, yeah.
I guess I am supposed to know because everyone else reading that article had played Fallout 3.
Yeah.
I think my attempt for Fallout Shelter is I got up to around 30 to 40 vault dwellers, and for some reason, because of the lack of my water, I was getting radiation in the water, so people were like slowly dying, and I'm just like, I don't know how to fix this stuff. And by the time I had enough radway to heal one person, 6 more was like half dead with radiation poison. I was like, I can't do this. I quit. I just
Yeah.
stopped
So maybe I got
playing.
really lucky or something, because my vault has just been running at peak efficiency. Like, my first vault, no, but my second vault, oh yeah.
No, it is about managing. I don't think that's randomized, like people just dying. The only randomized thing that affects it is like people attacking you constantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
And the death claws don't even attack if you're not using the radio station or opening the door. I actually found out that's what causes them. Because I was just like, how come everyone always attacks the second I send my best guys into the waste? And it wasn't a coincidence, it's just because I was opening my door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than Fallout Shelter, is there any other games that you guys want to touch on specifically?
Well, we have 5 minutes left.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm mentioning that. No game specifically at all.
I'm just excited for tonight. Or
Why?
tomorrow morning. Soma.
Oh, that's right, Soma.
Oh. I just saw a review on that.
That's the newest game
Yeah.
by the people who made Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Not Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, because that game was made from the people who made Dear Esther. So
Oh.
that explains a lot of why nothing happened in it.
Yeah, like I'm
Well, no,
really
then
pumped.
you're absurd.
I straight up bought the Logitech C920 webcam just for Soma and like a bunch of other horror games.
Yoshi, you seem to
pumped.
like. You seem to let's play a lot of games that are let's played by everybody else. Like,
Don't you guys do that too?
oh,
No.
not
Well,
like the newest
there's nothing
games that are
wrong with
coming
it.
out. Yeah, I'm not saying that. It's just like, you know, if everybody else is playing them, the search ranking is going to be a bit skewed in other people's favors. If you know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind it at all. I just want to play it. The whole YouTube channel is just because of my hobby. It's something I want to do.
That's fair
I
enough.
don't care if I get famous or whatnot.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
like
like
a flip. I can't really like stop myself from laughing there. Everyone wants to be famous on YouTube, but I really don't mind taking forever to get up there and doing the same stuff what everyone else is doing. I don't mind it. I'm just doing this for fun.
Yeah, everybody's gone to the Rapture. That's had an interesting concept, but it was just you looking at a more interesting story, and you're unable to interact with it.
Rapture? What?
Everybody's gone to the Rapture. It's another, like, walking simulator game, where you just walk around and look at stuff. But, Cross, what's going up in your channel?
Thus Crossed plays Rebuild. I don't understand. No one plays that game. Oh, well, Rebuild and Earthbound and Little Inferno. That's what the response from Little... Again, I'm so bad at... I should never just assume people don't want to watch games, because, again, I was just like, I kind of want to play this, but no one's going to watch it. Great response from Little Inferno. Love the comments. People are responding to the story. They're responding to individual things and the descriptions. Like, it's good. I'm definitely enjoying playing that. I'm currently... I didn't realize, I think Relic actually started recording this, but I want to record this little war of mine. I just haven't been able to get in the mindset because I hear it's a brutally depressing game. So, but there's going to be something new once Little Inferno and Rebuild end. I just don't know what exactly, because I don't know. I don't have time. There might actually be a little gap once one of those ends, we'll see. But yeah,
Oh, wait.
Earthbound Rebuild.
I remember you talking about wanting to let's play Little Inferno like a year or two back, like way back then, and you were just like, I don't want to do it because other people have done it already, like the same way I would want to do it.
And also, I was like, what am I going to say? I'm just putting things in a fire, but I did find things to say, so I don't know.
It just happens. Just blabber on about nothing for their enjoyment. Oh, and a side note here, Relic's partner that he partnered up with was TGN.
Oh.
TGN. That's
Oops.
the name. What happened, Cross?
I'm really sorry, Brown Puppy. I didn't mean to do that.
And Asspole. What the
Well, alright, Asspole just posted a major spoiler, and I tried to just gray it out so people wouldn't see, and then someone else posted... Wait, can I cancel that? Wait, yeah,
Nope,
there we go.
They're timed out for like 5-10 minutes.
Look, I don't...
Oh, I see. I see. Alright.
You should take away my monitor potters. I'm bad at it. But really, that's like there's one spoiler. There's one spoiler in that game. Why would you say that? Ugh. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Brown Puppy.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
I don't know if there is anything else really to say. Yoshi, what's going up on your channel here? Wrap this up.
Dragon Age, Town of Salem, and about 9 to 10 hours from now, Soma.
Yeah, because that's coming out like in no time at all. So
That's coming out exactly around 4 a.m. in the morning for me. So I will be jumping on that. I already have it preloaded. So once that becomes available, boom, playing it, recording first 20 minutes, and then just rendering and uploading, and then yeah.
yes, sir. And then on my channel, more Payday as well, and maybe even some more Payday, and maybe quite possibly Payday. But other than that, let me see here. What else do I have? It's Don't Starve Together. That's what it is. And I think
Speaking of
KOTOR.
you guys gotta invite me to that game.
I think I'm done recording it until Shipwrecked gets ported over to Don't Starve Together.
Shipwreck?
Shipwrecked. I don't even know
You
what
guys
that
haven't
is.
heard of Don't Starve Shipwrecked?
No.
No, what the hell
Shit.
is that?
Well-
That should have been a topic.
I thought it was widely known because it was from Don't Starve developers. But it's Don't Starve, but it has boats now, and you like sail around to different islands and survive on boats and shit.
Where the hell do you get this in Don't Starve? I've never seen ships.
Google
Well, it's not
surf.
there yet.
Google search Don't Starve Shipwrecked, and it'll come
Way
up.
ahead of you.
I think there's a
Yeah,
YouTube video up with gameplay on it, like early gameplay and stuff. So there's that.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to be recording any more Don't Starve Together until that goes up. Don't Starve is fun, it's just like, it's Don't Starve at that point. But
Yeah, we had a four-way thing that we all were just so bored and lonely because we weren't talking to each other. It was horrible.
yeah, an hour and a half of just sitting there waiting to die.
Yeah.
Yep, but I guess we'll wrap up the
Yeah.
podcast here. Thanks to everybody for watching, and thanks for joining me, Cross and Yoshi. I feel
No
like
problem.
I'm dying slowly of overheating in this room right now. I don't know what's going on. So I've just
I wish
been
I
in,
had that problem.
I've just been
Instead of
in a
being really
blaze, like a random heat stroke, dystopian mind cloudness in the past like 15 minutes. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully like the curse audio desync didn't screw over the podcast for the first half. It looks like people enjoyed it, but thank you for everybody for watching, and I guess I'll end it off before I keep blabbering on about literally nothing. Thanks.
Apparently you can uncancel bans instantly because everyone came back. It was a happy ending.
Dave
Let me
Farley
see if-
came back because the timer went off.
Oh,
Well,
there
I
we go.
turned it off. You can turn it off, apparently.
Have you? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yep. I'm
learned a
gonna
few
wrap up the podcast. I'm gonna wrap it up. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Ooh, you got a sub.
Grass, I'm trying to wrap up the podcast here.
Yes.